Britons have demanded that the UK gets the whole loaf with a full Brexit, as EU concessions on the Northern Ireland border were criticised as only crumbs. Irish Foreign Minister Simon Coveney claimed the EU is ready to offer proposals on medicines to allay concerns in Northern Ireland, after Lord Frost's threat to trigger Article 16. Mr. Coveney admitted there is now a chance to make progress on medicines. He said, "There's a real opportunity to try to make some progress on medicines in particular this week, and then use that as a basis to build trust to try to solve other issues as well." However, Daily Express readers have reacted furiously to the derisory EU amendments, with one commentator, Yorkshire Lad, saying, "The EU is throwing out crumbs to Britain. We want the whole loaf, and that means the ECJ out of British business. Otherwise, Britain hasn't achieved Brexit." Taking it further, one reader stated now was not the time for Britain to back down on Brexit. Tiddy Doll said, "Don't accept anything from the EU. If they don't back down completely, trigger Article 16. They are scared stiff. You have them by the short and curlies. Time to squeeze hard," claiming Britain did not vote for a half-baked Brexit deal. Back again said, "UK would see it trade with Europe on World Trade Organization terms. That's what we voted for back in 2016. Not this dog's breakfast we have with the EU now." Mena took the opportunity to slam the bloc over France's handling of the so-called fishing wars. One said, "The retaliation ranges from stopping fishing in EU waters. I loved this bit. There are no fish left in EU waters. They are fished out. That is why the French is so insistent on getting licenses to fish in British waters." Joining on the fishing issue, another commentator claimed the EU need fishing waters more than Britain. Logic said, "If the EU bans UK from fishing in its waters, it is obvious that the UK will reciprocate and ban EU vessels from UK waters. Since the EU needs UK waters more than the UK needs EU waters, then it is unlikely that the EU will move that way, as they will end up much worse off." Some people suggested that Ireland should be imposed with tariffs over Simon Coveney's relaxed approach to the Northern Ireland Protocol. Richard Simpson once said, "Putting tariffs on Irish beef and dairy products will bring air around," whilst others praised the efforts of the Brexit minister. PBB Express said, "Keep it up, Frosty. Pressure is the only thing the EU will respond to, first with bluster and threats, but we all know they will cave in the end, with Article 16 being a key part of the withdrawal agreement." Some readers picked up on the notion that the EU was trying to use the safeguard as a weapon in the negotiations. Classalacy 42 said, "What was the point of Article 16 being included if the EU is going to treat it as a deal breaker?" To which Winston Smith 4 said, "ECJ cannot be accepted by the EU as a reason to invoke Art. 16. Simples." Comment is free summed up the situation with a well-worded argument suggesting many of the concessions made would have already been agreed upon prior to their announcement. They said, "It would seem that most of the concessions coming from the EU side are technical points they probably would have conceded already during the negotiation of the protocol if only the UK had asked." The commentator continued, "Hard to avoid the conclusion therefore that they were kept in reserve by Frost in order to undermine the protocol by creating avoidable difficulties in its implementation." Summing up the argument, Stevie02 said, "I can't understand why we are even negotiating with the EU. Seems like the tail is continually wagging the dog." To quote a phrase that was thrown about a few years ago, "No deal is better than a bad deal. Let's get back to what we voted for." Negotiations are still ongoing between the EU and the UK over the Northern Ireland Protocol, and the use of Article 16 is in place for both parties should an agreement fail to be met.